It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Jaguars and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So yard loss on the play. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffers. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Jeffers airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Lawrence to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Flip, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. On the return, here's Agnew. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were forced to... Throwing to start the drive. Jeffers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jeffers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete. Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first. Now ETN to start the drive. Able to slither by. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Draw play, ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cox. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Lawrence on 3rd down. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Right down the middle. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And now out. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffers. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Jeffers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On third down, Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tresley now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. Caught by Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Jeffers. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Open man right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept on jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, These guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got it down to the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jeffers. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal.
But I think what we just saw.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jeffers. Touchdown! Sky Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Lawrence going to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Jeffers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Jeffers toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags, and they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. It's a quarterback sneak. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The more and more that we broadcast games,
on first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. To throw on 3rd down. Jeffers will get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
and now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down. Jeffers. Another one caught by Collins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffers, throw left side, complete. That's Smith. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back to throw. Jeffers. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Texans. Sky Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Etienne up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. A give running right, Etienne finding room at midfield. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Stump. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll go again with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're...
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. take some time off the clock and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jeffers. He's got Allen. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Jeffers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having...
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Throwing after the interception, Jeffers, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jeffers, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Nowhere to go that time. Yard up to the 40. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into... Here we go! On first down, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On 1st and 10, Jeffers. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Jeffers going back to Allen. He's got him again. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jeffers. And that will be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy. Here's Lawrence. He's got it. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Lawrence. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. And a field goal. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Ready up.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the